To do is grieve a private life, because my life's not private anymore. So that's been something that not everyone would have to deal with, I don't think. When we start fighting, I think we start to just win a belt. We don't start for fame, we don't really start for the money. It's about the prestige and the honour of winning that belt. But I'm very fortunate, I suppose, that people want to know, and I'm that approachable. But sometimes it weighed heavy, but I've just learned how to handle it now, and not, do you know, like me, I never want to not give everyone every bit of time that I've got, and I want to make everyone feel special. But when you've got hundreds of people a day, that can drain your energy. So I've just had to learn boundaries, being respectful to the people when they want to speak to me. But if I haven't got time, it's not the end of the world if I say no. That's been the hardest thing, but I'm learning.
Did Conor send you a DM about advice on handling Finn?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Met him, didn't I? And we spoke a few times when I had a bevy in the Black Forge, obviously. And I messaged him going, how do you handle this? Because you can blow up and then you can blow up. And I just couldn't quite get my head around how sometimes people are with you. And he was just like, when you're in the gym, it's just the gym. Don't let no one else in, keep everyone outside. Always remember, it's just fighting. You're a cage warrior, that's what we are, we're cage warriors champions. And he said some mad things about Valentina's going to get a max smack and all these kind, like, it was so poetic and it was so lovely. But my partner Ellis printed it off and put it in a sign in MSG, and it's in my front room. So every day, if I'm struggling or if I'm feeling good, but I don't need to get ahead of myself, get a big fat head and walk around with ego, it's to stay grounded and to realise that I'm just here to win, and the rest of it, the external factors, mean fuck all.
And unrelated to your fight, I've been asking all the fighters this. This might be Frankie Edgar's last fight in his MMA career. So growing up, were you a fan? Did you watch him? Do you have any favourite memories of Frank?
Yeah, when he fought Maynard, I think it's probably one of everyone's favourite fights. But I just remember he'd fight at all kinds of weights. He wouldn't cut weight. He'd be true to his weight and his walking around style. And I feel like I do that a little bit sometimes. People go, oh, can you go to strawweight? If you want to see an emancipated Molly McCann who's got no cardio and blowing from round 2, then alright, do you know what I mean? But he's done it the hard way. He's done extremely well, and if this is his last fight, what an arena to bow out on, in his home, in front of the fans. And yeah, he's a pioneer of the sport, and it'd be sad to see him go, and we've all got nothing but respect for him.
Molly, over here in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, lad.
You were talking about you became this superstar, megastar, especially over in Europe. That said, you're on the prelims. What's your thoughts on that?
Lads, I'm fighting an MSG, I don't give a fuck. Lads, I don't care. It means I get to get out early and get on the Guinness before my family is what that means, but it means nothing to me.
I mean, are you surprised by it though?
No. Have you seen who's on the card?
I was surprised.
What?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Have you seen who's on the card?
No, it's loaded. It's loaded. I got it. I was surprised.
I don't put myself here. I just come to fight and give the fans everything that they've worked hard for. You could put me on first, and I'd still have this smile on my face going to fight at MSG.
It might have been a good idea to put you on first. And then
I know, and then more time on the Harold Head and Guinness.
Talk about your opponent for a second, Erin Blanchfield. One thing, I watched a recent interview with her, and she said that she's a much better grappler than you, and you've never faced a grappler like her. What do you think about that?
I fought Gillian Robertson and I fought Talia Santos, and I think they're both better grapplers than her. I've prepared for her like she's my hardest fight in my life, like I have everyone else, but if she wants to say that, well, she's never been punched by someone like me who can punch as hard as I can or elbow my fucking face off. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to stay respectful to my opponent. I'm going to give the Garden the performance it deserves and the people the performance they deserve. She can come at me with a grappling. She can do whatever she wants. It's MMA, but I'm weathered. I've got more experience than her. I've got more wins than her, and I've got more finishes than her. So